everybody. Welcome to the Geriatric Millennials. This is Beth.
And this is Jayme.
And we are two oldish, youngish ladies.
Emphasis on youngish.
Well, I think emphasis on oldish today because we're talking about gripes. And you know I love a good gripe session.
I know.
It's my favorite thing in the world to just have a little bit of a complaint.
I know. And it's so funny because when we discuss talking about this, I'm like, yes. And then I'm like, wait, what am I? Anyway, it takes me a minute, but I can
find things any day of the week. And here's the thing about a gripe though. I feel like a gripe has to be a little bit silly or a little bit like, it could go either way, right? It's not a serious thing. Like a real gripe is like,
well, yours might. Well, mine are pretty serious.
I mean, I feel like a gripe is not like somebody
I've got a mixture.
Somebody sideswipes your car and doesn't leave a note. That's not a gripe. That's like an issue. Like a gripe is a little bit like lighter than that.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I do.
Yeah. So I just want to put that in there. Like, please take this with a drop in the sea. We're not bad people. We just are talking about bad behaviors and annoying things.
Well, and I have a little bit of a different take, of course.
Of course.
And so mine aren't necessarily behavior related. They're just more life in general.
Life annoyances. That works too.
Yep.
But again, it's not anything that's like heavy, I would assume.
Well, we'll find out.
See.
We're
okay.
going to see, Beth.
I have one that drives me crazy. And I see this all over social media and I see it in my real life now, is that people use the word scared in a way to describe when they're anxious, when they're nervous, when they're like freaked out about something. So like somebody will be like, oh, like somebody's calling them like, oh, I'm scared to answer. You're scared to answer the phone right now? Are you serious right now? Or they're opening like
You're so annoyed with the use of the word scared.
Absolutely. Because the intention behind it is not being scared.
You're like, that's inaccurate description.
That's a wrong word. Look at me.
Inaccurate
vocabulary, okay? But it's just so annoying because I'm like, I can understand that you're trying to say, I'm nervous, I'm freaked out, like, I don't want to do this.
I have anxiety. Not been very educated on emotional descriptors.
I don't know. You're not scared though. If you want me to scare you, I will. But you are not scared in this moment.
That is not the definition of scared.
No, and I get it. It's becoming its own thing, but it drives me bonkers because it's just like, you're not scared. Like
you want to correct them.
Yes.
You want to be like, let's see a masked figure jump up behind you.
Then be like, okay.
And scare you because you're afraid of something.
Of your life. Yes. I do not know why I'm on like pregnancy, like what is it? Baby reveal, like gender reveal party TikTok, but I am. And
wait, you don't. What do you mean you don't know why you're on there?
I don't know why I'm on there.
Do you not like it?
I don't interact with him. I don't like it. A lot of times I just swipe, but for whatever reason, TikToks, you want to see about this lady's baby. I'm like, okay. So anyway, so many times, like they'll be getting ready to do the reveal, like either by putting they'll make a cake and then they'll put the new thing is putting like a wine glass or champagne glass in the cake and then lifting it up and like inside the frosting tells you what it is. Or, they're doing the pops of the confetti pops, which, environmentally not great, whatever. Again, maybe I do like it because I get to judge and be gripey, but so many people are like, oh my gosh, I'm so scared right now. You're scared to find out the gender of your baby? Okay. What do you think it's going to be? Like, why are you, I know that that's not the intent. They're not saying they're actually scared.
Yeah,
they're excited.
You're irritated
nervous.
That they're using the word scared inappropriately.
Yes, because it is not conveying the emotion that it is not conveying the emotion I feel they're feeling.
Right.
Maybe they are scared, but I'm like, that's not appropriate.
I think that you're correct.
It's my gripe. I just cannot stand it. It is, I'm so scared, Beth. Of what? Just go outside. Like, there's nothing to be scared of.
It's not. So what do you think what vocabulary word do you think they should use?
Whatever is the real emotion. So I said,
in the gender reveal,
like, I'm so excited. I'm so nervous. I'm like, I'm anticipating it. Like, it's like I'm kind of freaked out.
Okay. Yeah.
Like,
okay.
Oh my gosh, this is like, I'm like really excited about this or whatever it is. Not like, oh my gosh, I'm so scared. What are we in Scream? Like, are we in a A24 film? Like, what's happening that you're so scared? Okay. Gripe
Thank
over.
You for that. I like that.
But
I like that.
But
gripe.
now you're going to start hearing it and you're going to be like, you better shut your mouth. You're not scared. I'm going to make you scared. You are nervous.
I'm not.
You have butterflies in your tummy.
I'm not going to do that. But I am going to think of this conversation. That's
You're welcome.
100%
You're
true.
Welcome.
Here's a gripe that I have Where are all the chargers that I have purchased? Where are they? Why are they not where they should be? Who is removing them and putting them in places that cannot be found? Why is this happening in my home? There's 5 people that live there.
That's your
I
problem.
have probably bought 50 chargers is how I feel.
Yeah.
Where do they go?
You have 5 people living in your house.
So
That's the
I
thing.
have had the same exact charger from the moment that I got that charger.
Yeah.
It is the same charger that I have used, and I know where it is at all times because I don't move it.
Because you got rugrats that take them into their bedrooms.
I mean,
take them
I
to
take
places.
it with me when I go on trips because that's my charger, and that's it. That's
but you
my
have
charger.
people that do that same thing, but then lose them or give them to a friend to borrow.
What is happening? I don't understand. I don't agree with this. I don't like it. It shouldn't be happening. I don't understand where they go because they should still be in our house.
But they're not. They go to friends' houses.
I don't know where they go. What?
Yeah. They're like, hey, man, you got a charger I could borrow? Here, there you go.
Take
and you
my
never see
mom. I don't. Adjacent to this gripe is the gripe that why do these chargers not have the stupid USB thing that it needs to go into the wall?
I don't
So
know.
many of these chargers come with
just
a USB and a C or a USB and a lightning or whatever the 2 ends are. You can't plug that into a wall.
No.
You can plug that into the end of your phone, but then you still need another piece
An adapter.
to plug it into and then plug it into the wall. So why is the charger not coming with
the full charger.
the full
You need the adapter
equipment.
and the cord.
Equipment
Capitalism.
to go into the wall?
Mhm.
It's useless to me to get a charger that I cannot use without an additional piece that I have to purchase separately.
Yeah.
I don't like this.
I'm very sorry. In all honesty, I cannot relate because in my house, I have a charger everywhere I like to charge. They stay there. They're never lost.
I have put chargers in all the places. I have a charging cabinet that's literally for charging things where the chargers go. I have, I just don't understand it. I don't understand it.
Again, you have 3 teenagers. Like, I don't know what you expect.
I expect
It's like
them
they
to
eat them.
leave the charger where it's at and continue to use the same charger and not move it. That's what I expect.
Well, I'm so sorry. That is not your reality for the next, 9
I
more
know.
years.
It's really not. So anyway, there's my gripe.
I know.
One of them.
But
I've got a list this time.
there is nothing worse than when you need a charger and you cannot find a charger. That is very frustrating.
I just got to shake my head.
It's very frustrating. I'm very sorry. Okay, I have to say this. If my friend that this happened with me is listening, I love you. There's no bad blood, but I have a gripe about what happened. So I was supposed to meet up with somebody.
Are you going to name this person?
Not by their first name because
Okay.
that would be rude. So I was supposed to meet up somebody on a Sunday, and I'm a kind of girly that I like to do stuff on one weekend day. If I do something on a Saturday, I am not going to do something on the Sunday because I need a one full day to myself to just be human.
Okay.
But
That sounds lovely.
past Beth has been more like, yes, let's hang out. We're saying yes to everything. And so I've been reconnecting with
Wait,
people.
this is past Beth. Don't you mean your present Beth?
Past Beth will say yes to things that present Beth then has to deal with.
I see.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Beth on Monday will be like, yes, I'm already doing something on Saturday, but of course I'll meet up on Sunday. And then Sunday, Beth will be like, what the hell is your problem? Our
Why
whole
did you say
weekend
yes?
is ruined because we haven't had any alone time to do our stuff that we like to do to reset our lives. So anyway, a few Sundays ago, I had gone out with some friends on a Saturday. And then on Sunday, I had a friend that was like, hey, let's reconnect. Let's grab coffee. And I was like, great, we're going to meet up. We're going to meet up at 1:00. 1:00 on a Sunday is real rough for me because I'm an early riser. I like to get my day going. I'm not somebody that's going to sleep until 9 and have a leisurely morning. I want to be up at 6 a.m. and up doing things and getting my life together. I love it. I love to go on a Sunday. I like to go grocery shopping at 7 in the morning. I like to just get out, get stuff done. And then by noon o'clock, I am home doing nothing. And it makes me happy as a clam because anyway, it's a whole thing. I don't know what's wrong with me, but that's it.
Why would that be something wrong? None of that's wrong.
Because some people can go all day and just be happy, and I can't. I cannot be happy going all day. And I'm also one of those people that, like, if I have something at 1:00, it's very hard to get the first part of the day.
That's right
I'm
in the middle of the day.
I can't do anything else. I'm done. So anyway, we're meeting at 1, and so I get up and I'm like, well, I'm not going to do my normal routine. I'm just going to like lay around a little bit. And I watched TikTok for too long, and I just was kind of moseying around because, well, I'm going to wait until I have to take a shower and then I'll finally get ready. So I start getting ready, and, I had to wash my hair, shower, which that's a whole kerfuffle already. And typically I take showers at night because the process is so long that then immediately I just go to bed and it feels better. So anyway, I get ready, hair done, which I have another gripe that I'm going to shoot off of this. I very much so wanted the Shark hair drying system that was at Costco.
Yes.
It was there during Christmas.
Yes.
It has all the attachments to like do the little curl wands and all of that stuff. I was very excited. Out of stock. I was going to buy it on eBay, but as we know, I got burned doing that, so I won't do that anymore.
It's out of stock.
It came back into stock. So this is the same weekend. That Friday, I go to Costco. It's there. It's on sale for $50 off. It's still like a 200+ system.
Right.
But I'm like, treat yourself. So I buy the system. I come home and I wash my hair on a Friday, which I never do, so I can use the Shark. I wash my hair twice a week typically. I wash it. I start using the Shark. Not as good as my Revlon big brush, like $35. Got it at, wherever, Ulta or something, hair dryer. And it's this giant round brush, and it's from Revlon, and it was really popular like years ago on social media. And I bought it, and I love it. And I get the Shark, and I'm using the fancy attachments that are similar, not as good. And
Wow.
I'm just immediately I'm getting gripey. And then I start trying out the wands, like the curling wands, where it like sucks your hair in and dries it.
Yeah.
Never have used it before. My hair's a little longer right now. And, I didn't quite know with my hair type if it would work. And I do it to start, and it does. It curls it really nicely. But I realize the root is still wrinkly. The root is still wavy. The root is not smooth. And so now I'm like, oh, so to use this, I would have to flat iron all of my roots and then use the curling wand. So now I'm a little devastated because I've just spent all of this money to replace my standard hair dryer and then my Revlon hair dryer, thinking I'm going to like do all these great things with this Shark, and I don't love it. And I'm so annoyed because now I think I'm going to do my first ever Costco return of an item.
First ever?
Of an item that I've used. Yeah. And I know that they're like really have a great return policy, but that's a gripe of mine. Like, I don't love doing that because I feel like I've abused the system. I'm like, I have not abused the system. I feel like it was sold in a way. So I'm giving it one more week and then I'm taking it back.
Okay.
Anywho, back to the other story. So I get ready, pants on. I put my jeans on a Sunday. And I was like, you know what? I better contact this person because there was no confirmation. And so I messaged them like, hey, are we still on for today? A few minutes later, hey, I'm sick. Sorry, let's reschedule. I feel for you.
Would have been nice to know.
I've been sick.
Would have been nice to know. You wouldn't have done all that. You wouldn't have put on pants.
I would not put on pants.
Or jeans for sure.
I would have showered later in the day. I would have.
Your day would have looked very different.
Very different. I actually probably would have gone to the gym. It was like everything shifted. And in the same breath, because I'm a millennial, I was very happy for plans to be canceled. Like, I was ecstatic. On one hand, I was like, there's nothing better than canceled plans when you know, I know you, I feel like you're not the same, but I love a canceled plan in a reasonable amount of time. But anyway, I was just like, it was a little bit of a gripe. And I know I've done this to people. So if I've ever done that to you, I'm very sorry. But I don't love the like kind of last minute cancellation where it's soon
where
enough where you've already prepped.
Planned your day.
I've already started. Yeah. It would have been fine.
Totally.
If I would have gotten a text at 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. and been like, hey, I'm not feeling good, I would be like, okay, bye. Like, see you later. Thank you so much. I actually would have been like a treat for myself. And the whole day I would have done a little jig and like gotten on with my day, but that didn't happen. So then I was kind of mopey the rest of the day. But I rallied. It's fine. Gripe.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Yeah.
That is too bad.
Yes.
I would like to just say that a gripe I have is just change in general.
Okay.
Just in general, it's not... It's good. Change is good, but just in general, it's kind of uncomfortable. Lots of, it's just kind of uncomfortable. And that's it.
My gripe is life be life in.
Just life.
Life
Life
be
is
life
not
in.
fair. Life is not fair. There's my gripe.
Okay, that's
It's just
a deep
not,
one.
I know, I told you.
Oh, it's a hard one.
Life is hard.
It's very challenging. It's very hard too when you're like, I don't know, like why I won't go.
Why
there.
do bad things happen?
Why do bad things happen? It feels like there's no rhyme and reason, and it's
Totally.
frustrating.
Okay, but I have a very lighthearted one.
Okay.
And this is, have you ever seen the movie Father of the Bride?
Yes, of course. Of course I have.
Do you know what gripe I'm going to talk about?
No.
His gripe.
Which is?
Mismatched bun to meat ratio.
Okay.
Why do they sell like 8 buns, but like 10 burgers or like,
yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's a gripe.
Okay.
It's so annoying.
I'm sorry. I don't know the math on that. I don't really eat hot dogs or hamburgers, so it's not a common issue in my life.
It's something that occurred to me because I have these 2 buns in my pantry. And I'm like, what am I going to do with these 2 buns? Like or maybe it's 3 because there's 5 of us. So it's probably 8 pack. And of course, they're not going to sell a pack of 5 buns.
No.
But I just find it irritating. Like, I can't choose the amount of buns.
Then it seems like it would be an endless cycle of like, well, then I'm going to buy more meat to put in the buns. But now I have too much meat for buns. And then I buy more buns. And then it never equals out.
So in that movie, there's a scene and Steve Martin is doing it, and he's at the grocery store, and he starts ripping packages open, and he's like, I only want this many buns or whatever, and just like he loses it at the grocery store. It's really funny, and that's my gripe. I feel it. I feel his pain.
Well, I have one more gripe. I had a long week, and my new thing right now for food fixation is Jersey Mike subs. Don't know why. They have a nice little provolone cheese veggie sub there. It makes me happy. It's and you can get like a little small one, so it's not too much. It's like the perfect amount for a sub. And anyway, I go to get a sub, and where it's at is it's one of those like too many stores.
I don't think I even know where it is. Is it over by Queensgate?
Yeah, it's on Queensgate by Starbucks. So, and where it's at, there's like a Starbucks and there's a Jamba Juice and like Jersey Mike's and a Mexican restaurant. There's all this stuff. And the parking's kind of wonky because like, it's like they just kept adding spaces and then it butts up against kind of another parking lot. And then there's this weird road in between. But the problem is they planted like plants. So it's really hard to see. And it's like, there's not enough space to get out a little bit to see if there's cars coming. So I get my sandwich and I'm pulling out. And like, first of all, this car's going too fast. You know, speeds in a parking lot need to be what? 5 to 15 miles an hour. Very, very low. And so I start pulling out and this car's like zooming. So I'm out a little bit further than I should be. And because
you're trying to see.
Because I'm trying to see. And it's not a real road. This is still in the parking lot. And I'm pulling into like a main lane of the parking lot so that I can actually get out of the complex. And so I pull out a little bit and the guy kind of has to swerve because I'm a little bit further out. And this other guy's right behind him, which let me just back up. That guy would not have had to swerve if he was driving the speed limit. Because had he been driving the speed limit, I would have been able to pull out. But because he was going like 30 in like a 10, he was going too fast. So like the flow didn't work. The physics, the math was not mathing for that parking area. So anyway, so I pulled out a little bit far and then this younger guy's like pulling right behind him, going fast too. And he like drives by me and I'm still pulled out. But again, it's fine. They have to just go around and he looks at me and he puts his arms up and like, what are you doing? And I was like, you mother trucker. I'm like, do you not understand that like I couldn't see around the tree? I had to pull out a little bit. Y'all are going so fast that like I couldn't pull all the way out because you were going too fast. Like, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing? And I looked at him.
What are you doing?
And I looked at,
what did you do?
I looked back and I'm like, I did the same like kind of face. Like, what do you want? Sorry. Like, and then this is where things flipped. So then like I'm following him out because there's only one way. And in my head, my brain is like spinning now. And so I literally wrote a whole synopsis about a woman that gets kind of like shamed in a parking lot and it makes her snap and she becomes a serial killer. And so I'm following this guy and I'm talking into my notes app, just like writing this whole story about how this guy just doesn't even know what's going to happen to him. And
did you continue to follow him?
Yes, for a while. But we were going in the same direction. And then he had like a stupid bumper sticker too. And I was like, you're annoying to me. And then he pulled into like this bakery that I know of. And I'm like, I was so tempted to pull in and be like, do you feel good about yourself that you got to, like be all agitated at someone and be frustrated that you had to like swerve a little bit when clearly if you used your brain, you would realize like, oh, she pulled out. That guy was going way too fast in a parking lot and she had to stop. And then it was too far out because of a freaking tree that she didn't plant. I didn't plant that by the McDonald's.
No, you
it's
did
not my fault that the architects weren't like, hey, it might be hard for people to see around this bush and this tree in this giant
in
parking
the middle
lot.
of the parking lot. What's
like,
up with that? Yeah,
I hate him.
Whoever planned that.
But it's fine.
Poor planning.
Poor planning. And also that driver, like I have his face etched in my brain. If I ever see him ever again, it's on.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to just give him the stank eye. He won't remember me, but I'm going to give him the stank eye. And then if he does anything stupid, I'm going to walk up to him and make his face at him and be like, by the way, I hate you, and walk away.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine actually doing that?
I can't. I mean, I'm almost that point in age that I'm going to start doing things like that.
Want to see
and
it.
Just being a somewhat deranged woman that's perimenopausal and can't control herself.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, that's good.
So
that's
annoyed.
Good. I've got a couple more gripes, and I'm just gonna say that my next gripe is jowls that I am developing.
Yep.
I can see it.
Yep.
I can see it on my face right here. There's a change
on your chin.
I don't like it.
Okay.
Why?
Age?
I know it's age because I think of people who are 10 years older than me, and I think, I'm going to look older, and it's a gradual thing, and I can see it happening, and I just want to be like, excuse me.
I understand.
Excuse me.
The underneath of my chin has started to like become, like vagina crease skin.
Please don't say that.
It's not a joke, Jayme.
What does that even mean?
You know how sometimes women that are of a certain age, if they look under their chin, this area has gotten like a little bit like lacking?
Wait, with like, what do you mean? Okay, can you just explain why you said vagina?
Because it gets all kind of wrinkly and like foldy. I'm going to send you some reference pictures, but I didn't really notice it.
I know what you're talking about, but I've never thought of it as a vagina. But now I can't unsee it in my head. I'm not going to be able to unsee this.
I'm
Beth.
sorry, but that's what that is the
now,
reality.
I'm going to think of people's
vaginas. Vagina chins. It's the worst. And
vagina neck.
Neck. It's right kind of, and I'm just like,
Who
oh
told
my
you
gosh.
This? Did you think of this yourself?
Yes.
Oh,
that's what I see. And so anyway, the worst part is like now I'm at this place where it's like
I'm gonna snort
every night. Like I have a retinol, like that I've talked about. My favorite, the Neutrogena one.
Stop saying Neutrogena.
The
Neutrogena.
It's Neutrogena.
Oh,
whatever.
My gosh, I have to Google this.
I literally every night, without fail. Even when I had the freaking flu and wanted to die, I was putting on my neck vagina and like rubbing the cream in because it's like I want to.
What do I do? Okay, keep going.
Same with the jowls. You got to get a retinoid. You got to get those creams.
You think a cream is gonna prevent gravity?
Yes, because it helps tighten and firm and rebuild cells.
Oh, I gotta get it. I gotta get it.
And you got to start doing washout. Is that what you call it? It's like with the face massage thing that you do.
Gua sha.
Sure.
Gua
sha. Oh my gosh, I've seen it a million times. Gua sha. I don't know.
I think I'm supposed to do face yoga.
That's the same thing.
And
all
some
those
like
things.
kind of like massage thing.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Here's the thing. I have to like take time to find the right stuff and then learn it and then take time to do it on top of my already lengthy routine of washing my face and removing my makeup and brushing my teeth and flossing my teeth and putting on the potions and lotions.
Here's the thing. It's just a YouTube video. You just find it. Go on YouTube.
I need to find the right one though.
No, you just do face yoga for jowls and you just do the one with the most views and you just start doing it.
Okay.
But I'm telling you, you got to get the creams. I'm saying this to myself too. I have all the rollers, all the things to be doing, the drainage and the
there's just too much. I can't keep up with all of this. My routine's going to become an hour.
We have to.
I don't have the time.
No, you have the time. There's no reason for jowls.
I have to choose that or Duolingo. I can't do both right before bed.
Okay. It's a 5-minute routine. You're going to be okay. But you have to. It is like, it's like, because if you don't do it now, I'm saying this to myself too, in 10, 15 years, we should have been doing this in our 20s, but we didn't know in our 20s because we were still using, apricot scrubs on our faces and using like Noxzema, which was like super burny. Anyway, we have to take care of it. Because it's like, if not, we're going to have to go under the knife. Because I'm not going to live
under the knife.
I'm 100% going to get laser treatment and under the knife, 100% if I need to.
I'm not
going out like that.
I'm going to go on a trip.
No. You can actually do beauty trips to foreign countries where it's cheaper to get stuff done and they do a better job.
I'm not going under the knife. I'm not going to take that risk.
You don't have to go under the knife. You can go under the laser beam.
Oh, what does that even do?
I don't know.
Laser off your jowls? That's good. This is like part of my face. How's that going to work?
Jayme, I am not a doctor. I just know that there's enough celebrities out there getting stuff done that there has to be something for us too.
Celebrities are at a different price bracket.
Yes, but like they make it popular and then it finally will get, think about it. But yeah, but like they start off having Botox first, right? But then it became
I want to look like celebrities right now. So many celebrities look weird.
So many do because they go too far, but there's a lot of them that look amazing. Christina Aguilera looks incredible right now. I don't know what she's done, but she looks younger than she did 10 years ago.
She probably injected her face with a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, let's do it. Like she looks great. Like there is too far. Like you can go too far and have like things where and then things start migrating. But if you just do a little bit here and there, it keeps it young and fun.
Okay.
And I'm here for it.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you have any more gripes?
No, you go.
Okay. Well, this is my final
I'm adding
for
on.
the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And that is, I just want to say that my gripe is that I now have a need to recuperate after doing fun things.
Yeah. Welcome to the club,
How
bud.
Rude.
It's really rude.
I don't have time for that. I only had time for the fun thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now I don't have time because I have to do regular life.
Yeah.
And I'm tired. And I have to recuperate from fun stuff. And I just want to be able to do fun stuff and then continue on with life and not have to recuperate.
Yeah, it would be great. That was our 20s and early 30s.
Excuse me. I do more fun things now than I did in those decades.
Yeah, but
so
you missed your bounce back era. Sorry. It's really rude.
What in the heck?
I don't know. Age is a mofo. All of a sudden 40s hit and it's just like, oh, I might need to lay down for a minute.
No.
We're almost to the nap stage.
Day I got up and was limping and somebody was at my house. They're like, "Are you okay, Jayme?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I was just sitting and my leg is sore now."
Mm-hmm. I feel your pain. I totally get it. It's not fair. And now we have the wisdom to know and go do fun things and experiment in ways that we probably wouldn't have in our 20s because we were busy doing other things or, like at least for me in my 20s, like I wasn't as confident to try new things by myself or whatever. Now I want to go do those things, but I'm like, oh, it starts at 7:30 on a Wednesday. That's not an option.
Kind of late.
It's a little bit late. So a little bit, got to make the choice.
This is the thing. It's like now I'm doing these like things, for example, dance or whatever. And those are way later than 7:30. Yeah. And that's why I really need to recuperate because
I know
I want to be in bed, but I really want to dance. And it's like I can't do them both at the same time.
I mean,
like I have to pick one.
Yeah.
It's real. But like sleep is an actual need.
I mean, I guess.
And so anyway, I'm just tired.
I guess that's the biggest gripe. I'm just tired.
Yeah.
What? Not even physically tired, but just
I've been tired for 20 years.
Yeah. Okay, Grandma.
Wait, how old's my kid? That many years.
Yeah.
18 because I was pregnant. I've been tired for 18 years.
That sounds horrible. I don't have an excuse, but I feel your pain of being like, what is that? Just being tired. That's our new state. Tired. And here's the weird thing about being tired though. Sometimes it's like, it's not even I need a nap tired. It's just like, I need a little rest. I just need to sit down tired or I need a brain break tired. It's like it's a whole new world of tired. And we are very close to nap tired where we'll be hanging out. Actually, you did do this once where you fell asleep during the podcast. We are actively recording and you fell asleep. I don't even remember what episode. And all of a sudden you fell asleep. I had to get you a candy to revive you.
It's so true. That's horrible.
That's where we're at. That's where we're headed.
Yeah. I don't even know what to say to that. I can't even believe that happened. Hey, if you're enjoying this podcast and would like to support our show, you can share episodes with your friends and family, follow us on Instagram at the Geriatric Millennials, or leave us a positive review and rating, all which help us to grow. Our theme music was created by the Finley Ghost, so check out their latest album now. Thank you so much.